thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Denver Broncos. A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
I'm on the other side.
Jones looking to throw it on the first play. And his throw
that should have been
incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. That'll bring up second down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed
Hey, go that Duke out right here.
Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Now a throw here to his running back. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This is amazing.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
Oh.
Open man is Kendrick Bourne.
Nice.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Patriots put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Next to score, Patriots 7, Broncos 0. Chad Ryland to kick off for the Patriots.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. But you look at this Patriots defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Well, good job shifting right, finding his target. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Broncos at 12-2 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Pats are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones, Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Inside give to Elliott. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. He's across midfield. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Power running by Zeke. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And down inside the 15 he goes. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. DJ Jones, former 49er, there on the stop.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
This a 2nd and 8. The tight end Henry here in motion. Jones now looking to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Patriots are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Ryland on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Broncos nothing. Chad Ryland, the kickoff for the Patriots.
Back out is the kicker Ryland, and he'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Good job right there. Good job right there. Good.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
They give him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
Here we go. Get set.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
11. Here we go. 11. 21. 12.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Jones on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They need 2. Here's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a Broncos first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
1-yard attempt.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the Patriots' 11-yard line.
Second and 5. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Wilson and the Broncos offense going to stay on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that
taking it right down Broadway. Marcus Jones. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Patriots.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
Chad Ryland, the kickoff for the Patriots.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Out of the end zone comes Smith. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Play action. Now Wilson rolling to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Greg Dulcich in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Here we go. 11.
Throwing, Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Jones. Look at the big fella go. And finally marked down at the 23. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
Smith on the return. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Quinn Miners, third-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, 0.
Wilson. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Play action. It's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They go play action with Wilson. They've got his man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line.
That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Easy.
They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, fighting his way through contact. And the Patriots are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They start on the ground with Elliott, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Jones. Here's a screen play. This is strong. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
The tight end Henry here in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Stays on his feet. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here's Wilson. That's to the rookie, Marvin Mims. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Touchdown! Javonte Williams, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos are back within a score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. They'll try the left side with Stevenson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 11, 21, 21.
Back to throw. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goal post.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance.
Inside the 20.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year.
And the Pats
Patriots have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Now Ryland for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Patriots 30, Broncos 23. Chad Ryland to kick off for the Patriots.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now Wilson. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson wants a different look. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
2nd and a couple. Now it's Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good, even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense. They actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. Couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his 1st interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamlin. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with Williams. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st down, Wilson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Williams.
Trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Williams again. And this time he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Marr on for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Here's 1st down.
Throwing Jones. And this turns into disaster.
Man, get that boy up out of here, dog. Get him up out of here.
Safety. I don't know if
Trying to
careless
run
is the
with
right word.
7-0 lineman, bro. Get up out of there.
Tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon. And not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around and punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy with time starting to become a factor.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Here's Wilson to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Whistles now at a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Wilson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Now Wilson, option right, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd down and 6 now. A first carry for Samaje Perine. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an end into this one.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. He'll get this out to his running back, Perine. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. It was a pretty entertaining ball game. Charles had the lead changes going on in the second half, but I think for the losing side, not able to put any points on the board in the fourth quarter, that ultimately was what really stung them.
And you know what puzzled them during the game? It's going to puzzle them even more when they go back, watch tape, and try and figure it all out. Did they not make the proper adjustments, or were they just outplayed? They'll have to figure that out and get ready for their next one.
So for Denver, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll try to get back on track next week